Dar's like, I gotta remember that line.
We are probably live. Okay.
We are. I have an ad.
Woo!
A professional GFX designer liked my tweet already.
Wow.
I had like 3 tweets liked that were like 4 years old today by random GFX artists. I'm like, yeah, those are bots.
No, they're not. They're real people. They just want you to get some of their GFX. They really need the money right now because
they could GFX this. Never mind.
All right. Hello, everybody. We're live. We are on time, and everything's good. So,
Time for us.
not
If
for
you
you
accept
guys. What?
That all time. If you accept that all time is time, we're always on time.
That's true.
Look, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, no, actually, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't. Never mind.
Look, if you just rewind a half hour, then
Look,
we're on time.
somewhere in the multiverse, it's 8 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
Look at on the grand scale of the universe, we're on time.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
The
Everything's
grand scale of 1 to cheese. We're on time.
on time.
If you go to the border of the Eastern time zone and the Central time zone, then we're on time.
Yep.
Because, you know, that should theoretically be a half hour.
Yeah, actually, technically, in my time zone, we're half an hour early.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go.
So,
Perfect.
Okay. So, hi everybody. We're back. We are it's been a few weeks, which is the norm. Because we were going like every week for a while, and then it got into like every other week, and then it got into like every other month. And I don't know what happened, but like we all just got super busy all the time.
Yes.
All out of nowhere, and that was that's life.
No, I got no life, so I was not busy.
Okay.
My work got crazy, and it was supposed to be for 3 weeks, and ended up being for 8 weeks. So that was my fault.
I
Well,
was going to say ended up being 4 months.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
you either. I was also super busy. I think Motion was busy.
No, it wasn't me. Don't.
It was definitely Motion. It was all Motion.
I was here every
Anyway.
time.
That's how I remember it.
I do
Hi,
think
Sammy.
one of the weeks we were supposed to play, I was sick. I think I had pneumonia at the time.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm just the best. It just wasn't
Dar's
me.
fault there.
I definitely
Yeah,
got sick
one of
once or
them was
twice
my
in there
fault.
too. But anyway, we are just trying to push through to the end here. I think my schedule is not slowing down at all. I don't know how everyone else is, so we're just trying to push through to the end of this campaign. We're gonna get there,
We're gonna get
everybody.
there.
We're gonna get there.
We can do
Hi,
it.
Sammy.
Hope you're doing good, Sammy. Okay, so
Hi, Sammy.
where was I going with that? So last week, does anyone want to recap? I can recap, but I only remember the end. Well, I remember what happened, but I only remember the end vividly.
Sammy, we're gonna test your memory of how things went.
No.
Sammy's gonna do the recap.
No, Jesse, I think you recap what you remember, because I have the memory of a goldfish.
I remember it being a really good episode.
I enjoyed it.
There was a lot of lore.
Let's see.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
went
that's
back.
right.
Oh, Maddie made a new
Oh,
friend.
we went straight to the capital, actually.
You
Got
were
a
in the
crown.
capital. You were getting ready to leave the capital, but then you got back in the boat, and you started messing around with the rings and the crown and everything. And Maddie put on the crown, and the crown like embedded itself into Maddie's head, which is when you tried to pull the owner of the crown, or you tried to summon the Lord of Souls, I should say, and just got a skeleton. And then you started messing with the crown, and you saw the echo of Bilvincool, who you were kind of talking to through the crown itself. You went into the crown itself and had a little conversation. We had a lot of lore dumping in that episode, which was, I don't love lore dumping, but I think that was good. We learned a lot about the stuff that I've been writing about for like 8 months, so that was fun. I should say I like lore dumping, but I like it, and I feel like most other people don't like it. So I try not
love
to
a
do
lore
it.
dump.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's
That
good.
was really fitting for last week. It was really good.
I mean, every once in a while you need a lore dump, but
Look, if you're dumping in the middle of a boss fight, there's an issue. That's all I can say.
yes.
Boss fights. Who's not taking a dump in boss fights?
The boss,
If we're dumping in the
probably.
boss
Yeah,
fight,
probably
there's
the
an
boss.
issue.
Okay, so that happened, and then you guys traveled to Arkmagi, and you actually traveled to the city proper, met with Maggie, and then Ken snuck off to do some sneaky bits at the end, and we left it there.
No, Ken did not sneak off. If I remember correctly, Maggie actually had him follow her.
Okay, that is true. You did not sneak off. You just went off sneakily.
And then we split the party, and everyone died. Yay!
Yay! Good campaign, everybody. All right, so that is where we're at, and we can pick it up from there.
Wonderful.
I love
Wonderful.
Ken's just like eyes, or I should say Powder's eyes. Those aren't Ken's eyes.
Konnichiwa. I don't know. Ken goes back to the ship after getting the book and item.
We secured. We talked about like doing. If I'm remembering right, we talked with Maggie. About her people creating a distraction and us kind of like slipping in secretly towards the ziggurat.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Is that what everyone remembers?
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that that's where we're headed.
Were
That was the
we?
plan.
I feel like I wanted to check in with the druids, and I don't remember why.
Well, the Magi and the Druid are supposed to be some of the people helping us.
Mm.
I think you wanted to check in with them to see if they were going to help, and then Maggie was like, "Oh no, like I'll talk to them."
We like
Okay, good.
besties now.
Good. Friendship is good. All right, well then I guess we should does anybody want to do any shopping in town? Maybe try and get some potions, get some weapons, whatever, so that we can try not to die when Jesse tries to kill all of us.
We probably do want healing potions. I don't 100% remember how many we have.
It's a number between 0 and infinity.
That is
Closer to
technically
infinity,
correct.
Hopefully.
It's being recorded someplace, but I don't remember where now.
I thought it was in the loot channel, but I was not good at keeping up with that channel. Let's just go buy some potions and assume we don't know how many we have.
I was gonna say, someone roll a D100, and whatever number it lands on, that's how many we've got.
You just reminded me.
No.
Why?
Why was I trying to contact Dawn?
Oh, that's right. You were gonna ask a
Oh
question.
yeah, I remember. I'm gonna be like, let's all go to the store, but also while everyone's in the store buying potions, I'm gonna try. How many times in a session am I allowed to try and pray?
Once a day.
Once a day. What time of day is it right now?
I believe it was afternoon.
Okay. So, do we remember when I tried to pray last? We're probably on that same day, huh?
I think so. I think you were trying to pray on your way in, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. We'll just say that if we go for a long rest, I'll try again in the morning.
Yeah, I think it was the same day because I think it was right before we ended.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
17 level 1, 6 level 2, and only 1 level 3 left.
Okay.
Okay,
Is there
we need some level 3 and higher.
is there a potion shop in town, Jesse?
Oh yeah. This is a large city. So you'll pretty easily be able to find any kind of like potions, magic items, not magic items.
I am looking, so I definitely want to buy potions, but if there's like a seedy back alley weapon shop where I could get a weapon that may or may not kill a god, I would also like to check that out.
Is there like a black market guy hanging out in an alley somewhere?
You can look. Which one are you looking for first?
Potions, I think.
Okay.
I do remember that we have an obnoxious amount of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an obscene amount of money. Okay. So you guys, this is while Ken is going and getting the tour with Maggie, I assume. So Ken, I'll let you be doing your thing there if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
And the rest of the group is going to head out. So you guys walk out of the not quite palace, just a large, fortified, engineered structure. And you head out into like the main area of the city, or main area, like there's a big, open square in front of this. And there are many streets that kind of diverge off of here. You pick one of them that looks like it would have some shops down there. You see there's a few restaurants that have all different kinds of foods, like a large variety of really weird looking foods. And there's a lot of different smells that you've never smelled before. Like spices that you've never smelled or encountered. There are open air shops that are like, you see guys just like flipping food and stuff in the back, but a little ways down you start running into actual shops.
As we were passing through, something smelled so good that I bought it and I am eating it.
All right, what did you
Very
what'd you
spicy.
get?
It was like a noodle dish that was very spicy,
Okay.
but very good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you did that. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Roll for IBS.
Roll for IB shitting. Where are there it is.
All right. So you kind of like start to tear up. Your nose starts to run a little bit. And like with a couple bites, you just have like a little bit of a cough. And you start to sweat a little bit. Overall, you're feeling pretty good, actually. You feel better, better than you did before. Mood's a little better.
Very good.
Ready to go. Thank God you grabbed some napkins. It's a bit messy. Anyway, all right. So after a little bit, you end up walking down the street and you find a shop with a little sign on it with a big potion. And the potion is like suspended in the middle of the wood sign, just kind of floating there with little sparks floating off of it.
Okay, we'll go inside.
All right. So inside, you see racks and racks of potions, all different colors, all different kinds. And you don't see anyone immediately in the shop.
Is there like one of those bells on the counter that we can ding ding?
Maddie starts dinging the bell over and over again.
Okay. So you walk towards
Not
the back of the
fast,
shop.
Just like a ding, 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 ding.
All right. And out, there's like a little curtain there behind the counter. The counter is like way in the back of the shop. L-shaped counter. You can like barely any room. Like maybe two people could stand behind this counter at a time. But there's also like a curtain behind it. And as you start dinging the bell after like the fourth ding, you hear someone either coming up or downstairs from behind the wall. And then they poke their head out and they say, "Yes."
I'm gonna loudly
Ding.
slurp the noodle. Because I didn't expect anyone to come out because the dinging was like going on for long enough that I was like, maybe someone's not here. So I'm like,
So he's looking at Maddie, and then immediately as you're like, he diverts his gaze to you and he says, "Hey, no food or drink. You're gonna have to take that outside."
so I just down it and I throw it away.
His eyes get like really wide.
So are mine because it was so spicy and hot.
Oh my! Are you okay?
He's fine.
Hang on. He like goes in the back, comes back with this like kind of pale blue potion and hands it to you. He says, "There, take a sip."
I'll drink it.
Better? He takes it back.
Much. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
you're
liked
welcome.
the spice, but it was getting a little overwhelming there at the end. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay, I'm here.
Micah is just gonna remove Maddie's hand from the bell.
He grabs the bell and puts it under the counter.
You just cut that portion of mushroom off of Maddie.
No, I'm not removing her hand. Just lift and move.
Ma'am, your skin looks a little off. Are you okay?
Yeah.
She's also fine. Anyway, we're here for potions. Health potions specifically, but also anything cool you might have.
Yes, of course. Well, health potions are probably the more mundane things that you can get here. We have lots and lots of potions, as you can see, and he points down the aisles. I take a particular interest in stocking only the best. But what kind of health potions are you looking for? We've got, some of the lower end health potions or lower end health potions.
The real good ones that, like, if I'm dying and I drink it, I'm gonna feel like I'm not dying.
You could tell he's like looking you over and he thinks you are pretty poor. So he's not offering you like the high end stuff.
Did you think we're Porsche? The
Can I
tatters.
He doesn't
Can I
say
just
that.
pull
He
out
just
like a fistful of gold?
Do you think we're Porsche?
So you pull out a fistful of gold and his attitude immediately changes. He says, okay. And he grabs like this kind of diamond shaped vial with a flat bottom and slides it across the table. He says, for 1,000 gold, you could have one of these.
And what is one of these?
Mechanically wise, it would be a level 6 health potion.
How much gold do we have? I know it's an obnoxious amount, but
I think approaching 200k, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was like 200k.
We'll take 200.
No.
Ask if he's got 10.
200.
I was gonna say, I was thinking like 10.
I have 2 of these.
Okay, we'll take those 2. And then do you have level 5?
Yes. I've got
How many
5 of them.
those? We'll take those 5. That puts us at 7.
Okay.
Do you have anything for gods? Maddie's just like
Just
like an
just
order.
this normal face, just staring at him.
He's just gonna kind of stare back at you.
just a staring contest. Me and Micah are just. I'm just gonna walk and look at potions and let this contest continue.
Do you guys think that we're good with 2 level 6 and 5 level 5? Or should we also get some level 4s?
I mean,
I'm just standing here with hands full of potions.
feel like we should get some level 4s as well, too. Just in
Sorry to
case.
interrupt your staring contest. Do you have level 4s?
Yes, of course. And he says those are in aisle 3, halfway down on the right, but he doesn't take his eyes off of Maddie.
So I'll go grab some.
How many do you grab, Cheese?
Well, how many are there?
Oh, you're asking me that. 7.
So I'll I'm grabbing all 7.
Okay.
And then we're gonna bring them to the back and be like, I don't know if you know this, but we're really gonna need these.
Special occasion?
You could say that.
Yeah. We got a lot of plans. It's fine.
Okay.
Do you want to come?
He's so gonna report you guys to Maggie.
Anyway.
Like, you do something shifty.
Motion
What?
roll a persuasion check.
I would also like to ask him, what does he have that's interesting and
15.
rare?
He says, well, I hadn't considered it. My father left me this shop when a week before he was lost at sea. I feel like I'd be letting the family down, but on the other hand, I never did want to own a potion shop.
Ding.
He took the belt that's under the counter.
Did he?
Well, where are
Michael
you going?
would like to interrupt and say, this is really very depressing. You should keep the family dream alive. What do you have that's rare?
If
and
you come
interesting?
with us, you will die.
Oh, well, I don't want to die.
I thought
No, I
we
think
were
I'll
good
stay.
friends.
I think I'll stay here. I think I'll stay here. What kind of rarities would you be interested in?
Well, this life thing, I think I was pretty much over it.
Well, wait a minute. Hang on a second. But what
Life.
if
I
we
was born for
permanently-
this.
What if we permanently set him up on the boat and made him give us free... Made is a strong word. Coerced is not a much better word.
Are you trying to make him an
Coerced
intern?
Yeah. An unpaid intern.
We're trying
See,
to
I
make
had a
it
good
not
idea. I just didn't know what the idea was.
Jorgoth? Jorgoth?
Your
Yeah,
gift?
Yorgiv is doing
Yorgiv.
something. Yorgiv's on a mission. I don't remember what it is.
Is he? I thought he had to take care of your guys' glow bun, because Ken doesn't get a glow bun.
He's got a lot of, monster body parts that he's researching right now.
No, the glow buns are with Ken's mom.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I gave Yorgiv a job.
So do you want
but
to
I'm
come with
terrible.
us, or?
Well, there's a place on your boat for me.
Yeah, we got a big boat.
What are you going to do with the shop?
Boat shop.
Well, I could have my sister run it while I'm gone.
Perfect. Just bring whatever you would need for potions for nearly dead people.
Yeah, okay. Give me a few minutes. I'll go pack my stuff. Oh, this is exciting.
Wait, what is this guy's name? What's your name, sir?
Stan.
Stan.
You sure it's not like Sternbag or anything like that? I think we'd like it better if your name was like
Oh,
Sternbag.
Stan.
Can we call you Sternbag?
No, it's Stan.
What'd you say, Motion? Posh Stan?
Oh, Stan.
All right, Sternbag, let's, before you pack your stuff, are we just gonna be a dick to this intern?
I just want to know, what is the rarest potion that you have in this shop? What's your, pride and joy in this shop?
Yes. Well, since you're offering to take me on an adventure with you, here. And he just reaches up behind him on the counter and grabs it. It is a large bottle, about this big. Inside, you see lightning clouds and electricity just running down the sides of the bottle. It weighs about 10 pounds.
Oh, I'm taking it.
What does this do?
Oh,
I'm not even asking questions. I'm just grabbing it.
I don't know exactly what it does. My father said that he found it after Maggie was walking through the center of town after one of her exploits, and she had some loot that she found in that she recovered from an orcish raid, and this fell out of a bag, and he saw it on the ground, and he ran back to Maggie with it, and he said, "Here, Maggie, you dropped this," and she let him keep it. But I'm gonna give it to you guys because, well, I'm just so excited.
I get to go on an adventure.
I'm gonna put it in my bag and just be like, this will go great with my jar of souls.
You're what now?
I forgot
what?
about
Huh?
the jar of soul.
Sorry.
Maddie has climbed under the counter and grabbed the bell.
Can I also just give Sternbag just some, like, here, I'm gonna give you
You mean
some gold.
your
as an
biggest
early
fan,
payment.
Stan?
Yeah, Sternbag. I'm gonna give him just like 100 gold. Like, here's here. You're not an unpaid intern, but this is all you're getting.
Give him 200.
Okay, 200. You drive a hard bargain. You're not even bargaining, but god
All right,
damn it.
but
if you're not
you are going to pay for the
negotiated.
potions, right?
No, that's part of this is, I mean, maybe.
Well, I mean,
If they work.
Look, if you give me the
Advance on
stuff,
death
I'm happy to
insurance.
make the potions for you, for the, the right to adventure with you.
Yeah, that's kind of the, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
works.
That works. All right. Yes. Let me just go tell my sister that she's going to be running the shop while I'm gone, and then I'll come back and I'll get my stuff.
All right.
Why do I feel like someone's gonna get an ass whooping by their sister?
New friend. Ding.
You're doing what?
Maddie's taking the bell.
So after about a minute, you hear like a what from upstairs. I don't know if you heard that. Hang on.
No.
I'm gonna
Definitely
move this
cut
up.
out, but we
You
got
hear
it
a
out.
I get the gist. It's fine.
from upstairs. As then like you start hearing this loud thumping and like something crashes against the wall. And then some more loud thumping. Then after about 5 minutes of just standing there in stunned silence, Stan comes back down the stairs and he comes out and he's like, "All right, ready to go." And he pulls a big bag over his shoulders.
Great. I'm glad there was no problem.
We should probably know how old is Sternbag?
Stan is
Jesse, just give up.
he's like 24, 25.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're not like taking a child.
No.
That would be so bad.
Before we leave, I'm just gonna ask him: Is your bloodline secure? Like, do you have
He just
other
like looks
siblings?
down in his arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, it's fine.
You
It's
guys
fine.
didn't ask yet of a bunny you guys stole away.
You came willingly. Okay.
Bunnies multiply so fast.
You have plenty of siblings. All right, it's fine.
That's not the point.
I'm gonna ask Sternbag if he knows of any like seedy areas in town where we could maybe get some really powerful, unregistered,
Firearms.
illegal weapons.
Why don't you just ask Ken to?
We will be asking Ken to build us one as well. Trying to get everything I can get.
He like looks like, ooh, and then leans in and he says, "Don't talk about that too loud around here. The automatons will hear you."
Okay, could you just like lead us to one quietly, sneakily?
Well, not really. No, anything that's illegal, Maggie knows about it. There's automatons everywhere.
All right, is there anywhere we can legally acquire a weapon of mass destruction?
Oh, of course. This is Arc Magic.
All right, let's go there.
You are.
All right. So he leads you very excitedly. Like he pulls his backpack up again. He looks like that kid from Up.
This is why I was asking how old he was. Because that's the image I got.
He's like the 25-year-old version of that kid from Up. Maybe more like the kid from, or the dude, I guess, from like that awful vampire movie with Adam Sandler. And
awful vampire movie. Doesn't Adam Sandler vampire movie?
Hotel Transylvania, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that totally forgot that existed.
Only we all could.
I have like 3 movies. You might be the only one who doesn't like it.
I might be. Anyway, I just find it annoying.
I took someone out on the date for the first one.
Oh, Beefy.
No, if you have children, those movies are annoying.
Yes.
Beefy.
Although I do laugh at the scream cheese every time. Beefy, thank you for the tier 1 sub. And Aaron, hello. It has been a very long time. Thank you very much. It's nice to see you. All right. So you guys head out, being led by Stan. And he's just like very excitedly holding his bag, marching down the street with his like, you know, at least 75-pound backpack full of just clinking noises. You have no idea what's in there. And he leads you down like several alleyways until you open up, or the street opens up into this huge, like, arced, bizarre looking thing that just goes for like a mile. And inside you see all sorts of strange engineering pieces like piled up, people working on things, putting stuff together. There's people haggling on the side for different like guns or sword guns or axe guns or cannons. And he leads you down into like an kind of a side off of that, goes downstairs. You go down like 2 different flights of stairs into an open area that is kind of like almost like a warehouse, and then goes off on the side into an office. And he says to you as he's approaching the door, he's like, all right, wait here for 1 minute. I'm gonna go inside and see a friend, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck in there.
Thanks. I don't think I'll need it.
Okay.
You might. And then he closes the door behind him. And right around then, you realize that like this area is a large, open kind of warehouse, right? And you're on a metal grate, like a catwalk, looking out, and you can't really see anything in this room. Other than like the office and the catwalk you're on. There's probably about 40 feet down below you. Off to your left, there's a staircase that goes down, and there's kind of like another wall there. But the room itself, without being able to see end to end, probably about, 150 feet squared. Not squared, like 150 feet out and then side to side. Those of you with dark vision would see that there is there's like stuff in the middle. It seems like, a warehouse with stuff piled up, and there's tarps over most of it. It's more storage warehouse. It's not like there's people in there moving anything around. But after about 5 minutes, Stan comes back out of the room with a large, very large guy, probably like 6'7", like 400 pounds, mostly muscle. And he looks at you. He's got like just a big mustache, no other hair or facial hair, and like a blacksmith apron on. And he looks down at you all and he says, all right, Stan says you need help.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Hi.
Nice mustache.
Great.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Me too.
Maddie holds the bell up to him.
Do you ring the bell?
Just holding it up to him to see what he does.
I want him to ring the bell.
He reaches out and he dings the bell.
He can come.
Thank you.
What did this guy give us his name?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe names aren't necessary right now. Hey, so I don't know if Sternbag kind of filled you in because we didn't give him a lot of information. So I'm looking.
He told me you have money.
Yes, that's
Wow.
important. How much money? Because I'm not gonna, reveal how much we have. How much money do you think it would take to kill a god?
Hey.
How much you got?
Are you capable of making us something to kill a god, or do you have something in your possession that would kill a god?
Well, you're in luck. Let me show you. And he takes you, he ushers you down the stairs.
I will go, no questions asked.
I don't want to go down there.
I will also go.
Some questions asked.
Well, I won't be asking any, but I'm very trepidatious because I'm starting to be very suspicious that Sternbag is trying to rob us.
So,
Maybe because we keep calling him Sternbag.
so I'm not a man that likes to waste time.
Nice.
Stan said that you have money. How much money do you have?
I don't 100% know off the top of my head, which is why I'm hoping you can show me what it is you have and give me a price range.
It just kind of clicked in my head that you probably bought everything off the other guy in IU because Ken has the money.
I think it's reasonable to say that you could have passed money around, knowing that they were going
I was
potion
thinking
shopping.
we had split it somehow,
Alright.
that everybody had some.
That's fine.
Let's say I'll toss out a number.
Yeah, what are you doing? Get away from my drink.
Like 50. What about like 50K?
Double it.
Could 50K kill a god?
I don't. That would be risky. What's less risky is what's under this sheet. And
Okay, let me ask.
he hits a large object behind him, and actually, sorry. As he's walking out, of course, he's gonna hit the switch, and dramatically, all lights all the way down this warehouse are gonna come on like doom, 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 doom. And you see a humongous object covered in tarps. And then, he smacks the side of it and says, I'm looking for 100.
Tell me what it is first. What does it do? And then we can discuss price here.
Of course. I thought you'd never ask. And then he grabs part of the tarp and just rips it off. And with this dramatic flourish, and the tarp rips, and he gets about 5 feet of it, and it's not very impressive. And he says, damn, that never works. Hang on. And he walks back.
Issues.
What?
I just said performance issues.
So he walks back towards the stairs.
It happens to everyone.
He says, wait here. It's part of the negotiation, is the performance. And he walks back over to the stairs, and he pulls another lever, and you hear grinding and chains start to lift up. And underneath this giant tarp, you see a large ship with a giant cannon built into the front, where the statue on the front of the ship would normally be. That name I forget all of a sudden. However, this is not an ordinary ship. because it also has deflated balloons on it.
Airship.
He says, "This is something special I've been working on for some time. I call it airship."
Amazing.
This is pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I assume that means it flies.
No, it's made out of air.
Oh.
Yes, of course it flies. You get a god, any god, in the middle of the crosshairs for that cannon, and it'll probably kill it.
Any god?
You seem very concerned for some reason.
What?
No.
Maddie, it's fine.
It's fine, Maddie. We're very far away from. We're good.
Look, any god you want to kill, I don't know where you're going to find one other than Maggie, and I personally would prefer you not kill her, but look, if you want to spend your money on it and give it a shot, then, you know.
No. Wait,
That's your
Maggie's a
business.
god?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna need you to roll that back real quick. Are you suggesting that Maggie is a god?
Maggie never told me that she was a god.
She's certainly godlike to me. I don't know.
Why didn't she talk to the god? She made me talk to the god. So.
Well, we'll ask her about this. Here, I'm loving the presentation. I'm smelling what you're putting down. Airship, love it. Well, the god we need to kill, he's more of a demigod, but like, I figure if it'll kill a god, it'll definitely kill a demigod, right? Like,
No
here's the
question.
problem. Here's the problem. He's gonna be underground.
Well, it'll help you get to him. This thing can
Okay.
blast a hole in the side of a mountain.
How many shots can that cannon fire?
As many shots as you can put into it.
How much ammo do you have for this cannon?
Really, it shoots anything ferrous. It works on a system of magnets. You put a large metallic object in the back, like a, specialized cannonball or a barrel, and
This
it
guy has a
will
lawsuit coming.
pull the object through a series of magnets, and it goes very, very fast by the end, and it will blast a hole in anything. It's incredible.
I have a
And-
terrible idea, guys.
What? I love it. Let's hear it.
The fact that
How
you're
big-
laughing right now.
How big is the opening of this cannon?
The robot's not being put in the cannon.
Damn it, Ken.
It's not there.
You better hope he doesn't fall in.
Make sure that the robot survive. We could just get the robot there real quick.
I'm
Actually,
just saying
though,
it's like a final, like, Hail Mary, we don't know if we're gonna win or lose. Launch the robot.
hang on. Now, as your DM, I do feel that I would have to mention that if the robot dies, you can just revive it within like an hour.
Oh, I know that. But I'm not saying, but stop saying anything. 'Cause this isn't even about me. So
I'm just saying.
It's his memory.
Yeah, but
Sure.
you could just bring it right back.
Can we have a
It's-
memory in it?
No. Well, you could.
yes,
He's not Ferris.
We do have a crown on someone who can die as many times as they want to.
Jesse, that was very rude. Memory is
Ding.
very fair.
But not to us. So this cannon, it's large. It's like a large kind of rectangle. You could fit, from top to bottom, it's probably about like 5 feet and like 3 feet wide.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's
We
built
probably have
into the
enough
front of the
metal
ship
stuff.
too. So it just like wherever the ship is pointing is where it's going to shoot.
We could shoot ourselves. We have metal arms.
Oh my God, you're
They'd
right.
probably just rip your arm off. I don't know if you'd go with it.
That depends on how well Ken attached it.
Yeah.
It would certainly go with some parts of you, but maybe not the whole thing.
That could be the Hail Mary. All right.
It's gonna like your
Obviously-
arm and your rib
obviously,
cage go through the cannon.
We have to get the airship. But
Yeah.
I can't pay full price for it. I'm sorry. We gotta haggle.
What about like 75?
And a bell.
Mazzarella,
Yep.
how high is your charisma again? Just remind me.
It's very high.
Okay.
My persuasion's +9. I
Oh
want
yeah,
to
your
strike a
charisma is
deal.
like maxed.
You can roll a persuasion check.
True 75. Okay.
Big money, nat 20. Come on, you got this.
Oof.
Oh,
Still a 15.
Still a 15 though. All right. So he looks at you and he says, "Well, of course, I knew you wouldn't be paying full price. That's why I started at 100. I could go down to 95.
80.
90.
78.
That's lower than 80.
82.
Huh?
82.
98.
81 and a bell.
I don't need the bell. I have a bell.
You do?
Yes. Also, I believe you stole that.
I don't
80,
know.
83, and you can come watch us kill a god.
You see his eyebrow go up.
84, and
roll
we'll let you take the
persuasion again.
shot.
Wouldn't it be 82 and he can take the shot?
He reaches his hand out. It's like, you got the deal.
Welcome aboard. What's your name, bud?
Oh damn, I forgot. I had a name for him.
Lermbag.
No,
Got
he has
it.
he has a name. He has a
See
name.
George.
Kelv.
Kelv. All right,
Kelv.
what's up?
I like it.
What's up, Kelv? Welcome aboard.
Pleasure to meet
mostly-
you.
I'm really glad you agreed to join because I'm guessing you're the only one who knows how to fly this thing. So Ken could probably have figured it out.
You could have figured it out. It's just like a ship, but in the air.
But it's not in the water.
Ken.
You can put water around it if you feel like it.
What, Munch Ken?
Yeah, Munch Ken.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
He's also going to be helping us kill a god. I'm also
Yes.
going to be.
I know
giving
him. He's we go way back.
Okay, good. Is this ship modifiable? Because I want Ken to put more weapons of mass destruction on it.
Yeah, we can modify it in any way you want.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I can't wait to tell Ken all the money we spent. Well, I'm gonna tell him, you know.
What'd you
we're
guys
gonna
do
go
with
meet-
that potion? The big one.
I have it. I put it in my bag next to my jar of souls.
Okay. So it's not visible.
No.
Okay.
Why?
Should it be?
Why?
No. No reason. Just asking.
Okay.
Can we fire the potion?
Oh,
Just
God.
uncork it and throw it in the cannon.
You gotta put it in something metal.
Wait, that could be arranged.
Oh, yeah.
Uncork it, throw it in Dawnbringer, throw him in the
Oh,
cannon.
God.
And then Ken kills all of us and fucking drives the ship.
Look at
into the
Powder's
side of the
dancing over
mountain.
there. He's so excited about it.
I know.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Well, I want to meet back up with Ken if we can, and I'll give Kelv like instructions of where our current ship is harbored.
Of course. I need to fill her up anyway. Where should I meet you? And he like starts to walk over to this big like tank full of this green liquid. And then he hits a lever, and it starts to go through a pipe over towards the airship.
If you could meet us, I know this thing flies. It's not for the water, but we need to be able to get everything on our current water ship onto the airship. So somewhere close to the harbor, and we can figure out a spot.
Of course. You know what? Why don't you figure out where to go? Meet me back here.
Okay.
I'll
Sounds
get
good.
it ready to go.
All right.
Cool.
Cool. Let's go find Ken and tell him about the airship. This is so cool.
And as you go away, he runs away.
And then as you like walk back up the stairs, you see Stan and Kelv down there. Like Stan jumps up in the air and high fives Kelv, and then he runs up the like gangplank onto the ship and just starts to unpack his stuff.
Perfect.
You guys head out,
Perfect.
follow the
Yep.
way back you came to Maggie's giant fortress of gears.
Let's do it.
Unless you would like to go anywhere else.
No, I don't think I have anywhere else to go.
Okay.
Unless there's more, nuke dealers in town. We
Well,
still have
yes.
at least 102,000 gold to spend on god-killing machines.
Yeah, let's call it 100,000.
Yeah, we'll call it 100. And let's go meet up with Ken.
All right. So Ken, you are now done with your talk with Maggie, which I believe we kind of finished up, right? We talked about that.
No, we finished. Yeah.
Okay. So we are now on the other side of that conversation, and you meet up with the rest of the group.
And you're never gonna believe this. It's so cool. We met a guy who says he knows you. His name's Kelv. And we kind of spent half of our earnings, half of our company-wide earnings.
Ken
On
just
a-
immediately starts pinching his eyebrows as he's listening to this.
Listen to this. It's a boat, but it flies in the air, and he calls it an airship.
And it's got a cannon.
He
Ding.
says it can kill a god.
Jesse,
Yeah.
doesn't Maggie have an airship?
Maybe.
I feel like we talked about this.
Did we just steal Maggie's airship?
No.
No. Well, hey, look at it this way. Now you have 2 airships, potentially. You can have a
Us,
fleet
this
of
is a
airships.
novel technology.
Like you've got your own airship now.
Ken's like, and how much did this cost again?
You're never gonna believe this.
A really good deal.
It was a steal.
Ken just
And-
looking at you.
We got, so not only did we get the airship, we got Kelv as part of the deal. Kelv's gonna come aboard, help us fly it, help you mod it. I mean, honestly,
Who the heck is Kelv?
he said he knows you.
From what?
I don't know.
We didn't
Look
ask
at-
that many questions.
We didn't ask that many questions. He just said Munchkin, and we were like, yeah, that guy. Honestly, this kind of a deal, can you really put a price tag on it?
Yes.
No, you can't. You're right.
We also got a bunch of potions.
At least he got something useful. Ken just starts rubbing his face.
Yeah, we got some healing potions, so like we're good. We're
Yeah.
chill.
Maddie got a bell.
Ding.
Oh my god.
That's the last thing she needed.
Let's
We get any potions to like resist like undeath aura or anything like that?
No, but I
No.
got healing potions.
We
Wait, did we show him the lightning bottle?
We got healing potions.
We did. Okay, we didn't get any aura of undeath potions, right? Resist aura of undeath, but we
But
got one better. We bought an intern to live on the ship who makes potions, so we can just have him make one.
This sounds so bad when you say it like that.
We
We-
bought an intern.
We coerced him. I mean, does that sound better?
Persuaded. We
Sure.
He
persuaded.
just asked if he wanted to come. It's-
Let me get this right. You went to a potion shop, bought a bunch of potions, which is good, and then you bullied him to join you. I guess us.
Mm-mm.
No, there was no bullying.
I
He's
said, "Do you want to
excited.
come?" And he said, "Yeah."
So you bullied him to join.
We
You're
may
Then
may
how
have
did you
pulled him
find this
away.
supposed airship?
Well, we gotta go meet back up with Kelv.
So Sturmbag knew Kelv and took us to Kelv.
Wait, Kermbag's
there.
here?
No,
Sturmbag.
Sturmbag,
Not
yeah.
related.
His name is Stan.
Dan, okay.
Sternbag.
He knew Kelv, took us to Kelv. We got the airship, but we now have Sturmbag and Kelv. So,
How much does the airship cost you?
a steal.
Barely
Money.
anything.
We've got plenty left over. It's fine.
I know from experience, we at least have enough money left over to buy a god-killing weapon.
Ken's just rubbing his eyebrows, but how much did it cost?
Oh, 83,000. It's fine.
What?
It's fine.
What?
It's fine. Look, either
8,300? What?
Yeah, it was
might-
8,300 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
we may not even live through this, so what's the point of money? Let's get going.
Take it with you.
You're saying you bought supposedly what is probably one of the most expensive things on the universe for only 83, or universe though, in this area for only 83.
That's
Said it was a
Yeah,
steal.
only
let's see
83.
This thing is not gonna
83.
fly. I'll be
Yeah,
shocked.
we got it for only 83.
It has to be made of like scrap metal and
1,000.
falling apart.
Yeah, let's
Only
go
one
see
way
it.
to find out.
Yeah, we
Let's go
should
take a look.
Let's go check it out. I'm gonna start heading to the dock, I guess.
Maddie walks with Micah.
Yeah, let's all go. Ken, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. I know it's frustrating. You weren't there to help make the decision with us. I get it. I appreciate that. I hear you.
I feel like
So
someone's
you're-
gonna sneeze and it's gonna fall apart for that price.
You're gonna love it. It's got
Hello,
this.
Exo.
Hello, everyone. It's got this gun on it that he said is like it works by magnets and it can kill a god. You're gonna love it. It's sick. Let's go see it.
I'm gonna put Dawnbringer in it.
Ken just looks at you. No. And then Ken goes.
It's
Like,
gonna be great.
Ken just kind of goes like, what do you mean kill a god? Why are we trying to kill a god? We're trying to kill a demigod. Why are we talking about god killing? We're not trying to kill a god.
If it can kill a god, it can kill a demigod.
Orders of magnitude.
And after walking through the street, he looks over. Ken looks over. Don't worry, Maddie. I swear we're not trying to kill you.
Oh, I know. We already went over it.
Maddie knows.
Multiple times.
It's okay.
All right, so we're gonna head back to Kel and Sternbag.
All right. So you head back through the maze, back to Kelv's warehouse. And just as you get there, you see him at this like giant container of like glowing green liquid. And he turns this nozzle, and you see the line of liquid stop flowing into the airship. And he says, good timing. We're fueled up. Ken! Hi! He starts waving at you.
Ken just stands there and turns his head sideways, staring at him, trying to think if he looks familiar.
Roll a history check.
History.
19.
19.
Yes, you replaced the rudder on his ship once. Like 8 years ago.
Oh, the rudder man.
Yeah! Still works great. He
Why
like
didn't you guys
points
tell me it
down
was
towards the
rudder
docks.
man? Oh, no.
Look, you replaced my rudder that time. I was a fisherman back then. And you saved my ship, and I came back here. I can't do this voice for very long. I came back here, and I said, I'm gonna be like that guy.
Aww. You inspired him.
So as soon as I got back, I started studying, and I worked with anyone that I knew that could do engineering, and I came up with this, and I sold it to you at a good discount because I knew Ken.
Wondering
83.
why it was cheap. Let's go take a look at this, because the price still makes me think it might be falling apart. I hate to say it. Makes me nervous.
You saying that out loud?
Oh yeah, Ken saying that like so the price makes me nervous.
You wooed me, sir. Come take a look.
Look, if I sold you a ship for the fourth of the price to go out and fish, how would you feel?
I'd feel like I got a good deal.
Or you feel like I'm giving you something just to get you out of the way? Ah,
You forget you inspired him.
Yeah.
So he would take that deal from you.
I understand your hesitation. Just come take a look at it.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
He's got little rabbit legs.
So you hop onto the ship. The ship is very well designed. It has a lower deck that is like, it's kind of open on the sides. Not too much, but like there's kind of open, not large like openings with a mesh bottom so you could see under it. And like openings, like 6 doorway sized openings on the sides that you could kind of like parachute out of even. This looks like kind of like a staging area. The second level up is like weapons deck. It's got all sorts of repair equipment. It's got enough rooms for 8 people. It has like a forward weapons battery control area where you can load this cannon. Going up further, you have the top deck, which has another like smaller cannon on it that you could walk down into. It's a turret. It's got a 360 like spin, and it's covered. It looks like one of those really old diver helmets where it's got like little portholes all over it so you can kind of see out. And it spins 360 degrees. Also along the side of the top deck, there's like 8 cannons on either side that face out as well. And then further up, high deck that has all the different controls and stuff for the ship. So Ken, looking around, go ahead and take a check of some type that would determine your mechanical know-how of the ship. Hang on. Whatever you feel is appropriate, unless, it's just wildly inappropriate.
Just a straight up intelligence check.
I'm going to go with... I can go with investigation.
Nice.
Well, doesn't get much better than that. The craftsmanship of this ship is like beyond anything you've seen other than like some of the best engineers you know. It is
Ken's just scratching
astounding.
his head while looking at everything.
Like Ken would feel the only people who could have done this better are you or Maggie.
Ken's just looking at us like, so when did Maggie start helping you with this?
A few years ago. I figured you'd find out.
Doesn't mean you didn't do a great job.
It
or
was
help or
my
not.
idea, though.
Now, doesn't your idea or not? Doesn't it's still good work. Getting help
Well,
doesn't mean
thank
it's
you.
wrong. So
I'm
you're
glad
gonna
you
guide us
like it.
all.
Yes, about 4 years ago, I earned the fellowship with Maggie, and she came and started teaching me. So, we made some improvements. Overall, she seemed very happy with it.
See why?
Yes, thank you.
The cannon design. Does that look like Ken's Gauss rifle
Yep.
in design? Ken's like, you stealing my ideas though? And he starts pointing at the cannon, jokingly.
Well, I may have seen some plans for that when I was at your house while you were fixing my ship, which is another reason I felt that I should give you a large discount.
Okay.
Also, I needed some capital because I have other ideas that I would like to start working on, and most of my money is tied up in this. As much as I love it, I do have further aspirations.
Don't we all, my friend?
Don't worry, bud. You're definitely coming home from this.
Well, it seems that if you're trying to kill a god, there must be something important. So, I will stand on the sidelines and help you fix it if you need me.
We appreciate it.
And then I
That's
will take my money and go.
I'm just gonna go, Ken. This ship, we bought this for you. This is your canvas.
Ken just sits there. No, you didn't. You saw something shiny, and you went mine. That's what we all do. Don't lie.
No, we saw something shiny and went, ours.
Ours, Ken. Ours.
Yours. I wasn't here.
But we had you. You were here in spirit.
Look. I understand why you did this. You guys are mad just because that one time I stole a bunch of instruments from that snake lady, okay?
This would be a really
okay,
weird.
Maddie.
This would be a really strange way to get back at you for that. I feel like those two things don't match up. But
Oh, I think I still got that piano.
We were
there's a
mad at you,
great
so we
spot.
bought you an airship.
Yeah, there's probably a great spot for a grand piano in the captain's cabin. So it works out. But this ship is your canvas. Any terrible, wonderful idea that you've ever had for a weapon, go ahead and attach it to this baby.
I think a mica cannon sounds fantastic. You shoot mica out of it.
It
I
only takes metal, and it would rip my arm off, and then you'd have to do another one.
So it'll just give you more arms that are made out of metal, then it'll definitely go.
I don't think Micah would hate having like 8 metal arms.
I would love it, actually. Can we start on that now?
Sheev Micah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we need to get this baby into a position where we can go start unloading the ship we have at the harbor, all of your things, and moving everything into this.
Yes.
It'd be really.
Yes, Ken.
Is this like a Final Fantasy style airship where it's like looks like a sea ship with big balloons on top, so it can land in the water?
I didn't get it from Final Fantasy, but yes.
Alright. Ken's like, we could just dip the ship in the water.
It can be dipped into the water, but it doesn't have a solid bottom.
So it would.
It doesn't have a solid bottom.
Remember I said it
I
has
know
a
you
mesh.
said it was made of air, but
No, remember I said the bottom is it's got metal. It looks like a ship, but like the middle of the bottom is mesh, so you can see down.
you
if
just
you-
don't want to float too deep into the water, but you can still go close.
Yeah, you could
Just
like
get it close
you
enough
could
and start tossing stuff.
you
Yeah.
could put it on the water and
get
like get in and out of it. But if you just turned off the blimp part of it, it would sink.
Yeah, we've got to get the 2 people that are living on the boat right now. Or is it just 1 person now? Did we lose a person?
You did.
Did
You have the
Satan Domo,
Minotaur and the lady who have been so impactful so far that I don't remember their names even.
I thought we left them.
The
No.
Minotaur we still have
Domo.
with us because the Minotaur was driving the boat.
Okay, really not important. We can just go and move all of our stuff and then get on our way.
Yeah.
To the ziggurat, I guess.
Yeah. We'll let Maggie know that we're heading out and we'll go.
All right.
To the ziggurat. Let's all go to the ziggurat. Some of us will die, but maybe not.
We'll find out at the ziggurat.
All right. So, you're going back to let Maggie know?
Just that we're leaving. I don't even, like, we could just maybe tell one of the automatons on the way to our ship to let Maggie know we're departing, because, like, isn't Maggie all of the automatons?
She is. She's like
Yeah.
Palpatine in the last Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen that movie.
gonna
I
see
haven't
that.
watched it, and it still has not caught my interest to watch it.
Please,
Wait, are we
if
talking
you
wait, are you talking about Revenge of the Sith, or are you talking about Rise of Skywalker?
That one.
the Rise of Skywalker, yeah. I'm just gonna say this for anyone who hasn't seen the Disney Star Wars movies. If you haven't seen them, please, for the love of God, just don't.
Yeah.
There-
I like
that
them,
was-
but I can't recommend them.
I don't know how many hours of my life that was, but I can't get them back. But you can by just not seeing them. If you're gonna do anything for
them, but
yourself.
I don't recommend
Out of
them.
all the new Star
Yes.
Wars movies I actually liked, I mean, I liked Rogue One, but I actually liked the Han Solo movie, and I think people just dip on it for no good reason.
I hated it.
Yeah, well, they sent Solo out to die. Sidebar: they sent Solo out to die 5 months after The
100%.
Last Jedi, in the same month as the first Deadpool movie and Endgame. It was never gonna succeed.
I hated that
actually liked
movie.
I liked it.
I
I
hated
thought it
it.
was pretty fun.
I
I
think it
mean,
was a
I'm
good
not gonna
setup for
say that you
something
can't
more.
like it, but I hated it.
I think it was a
That's
good
fine.
setup for something more. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys know this with the name Darth Rabbit, but I absolutely hate Star Wars.
I figured you're just into whatever Darth stands for, if it stands for anything. I don't know. Isn't that like a word that stands for something?
It's father in one of the.
I thought that was Vader.
That was Vader.
That is
Yeah.
Vader.
Oh, it is Vader. I don't remember what Darth. Darth is also a word, but I don't remember what. Anyways.
The.
Dark, probably.
Oh, it's dark.
Dark.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
We should go
Yes.
Yeah,
to the
let's
ziggurat.
All right. So
do the ziggurat.
now hang on. We gotta do the famous.
Robot
Oh, yeah.
voice test.
Oh,
Oh
you
yeah,
found
it worked.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, I hit the buttons and then the robot button lit up. So I figured that was probably the right one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yep. I'm smart.
Yay.
Yeah, I have megaphone, robot, or hard tune. So, you know. Anyway,
Okay.
I don't know what hard tune does.
Anyway,
Someday I'll hit
so
that.
we're talking to the automaton. Automaton, connect us to Maggie.
So you guys walk out of this place and up into the main level of the bazaar. You find the first automaton that you can find, and it says,
Greetings, Mozzarella. What can I do for you?
Greetings. We need to talk to Maggie, please.
it stares at you for a minute, and then it says,
Permissions granted, and
and then its eyes just kind of go blank for a second and stare straight ahead, and it looks like they're kind of flashing. And then after a second, you hear,
Mozzarella. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. We have acquired new transport that you helped Kelv build.
Ah, yes. Kel's
We
airship.
are-
I wasn't sure he was ready to part with that, but if he is, good.
We got a steal. We got it for a steal.
Fantastic.
We are departing for the ziggurat.
I will meet with the Fae Queen, and we will prepare to invade through the Fae portals then.
Wonderful. Well, good luck. We'll see you there.
Sounds good. Good luck. I think you'll need it.
Thanks.
And then it just kind of like blinks back out and goes back to the regular automaton.
All right.
It
Do
just
you
starts
require anything else?
I don't think so, Ken. Anything?
like more healing potions.
We need more?
I cannot provide you with
Yeah.
healing potions, but I can direct you to healing potion shops.
We've already been there. That's okay.
We cleaned them out.
Wonderful. Have a good day then.
Thank you.
And it just goes back to like guard duty.
We might be able to get Sternbag to make us more healing potions, Ken.
Ken's
Now-
just looking at you, kind of going, so answer me this.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go after the ziggurat.
Mm-hmm.
How is a ship in the air gonna get underground?
Oh, so that's the fun part. This gun that he stole the design from you is going to blow a hole in the earth, and then we're just going to bombard the ziggurat.
How far underground was that? Was it?
We're just going to keep firing until we get there.
We know the general area. We just keep blasting.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Was there an explosion when we left?
Was there?
I don't
Dwarf
remember.
Village.
I don't remember.
The dwarf village. That's
I
what.
feel like as we were
times.
leaving, there was a
No, that was on
explosion.
the dwarf thing.
No, that was you talked about it because that's what kind of put the dwarf village or killed everyone in the dwarf village.
No. When we got the like goblin friends
There was
way back
one
in like
when-
Arc 1.
Yeah, but that's when we were leaving the dwarf
Oh.
village. Like something.
No, it was
Oh,
before
yeah,
we
no,
even
that
met
was-
Grimbeard.
Monster on.
There were
It was
explosive
way
barrels
before
in
Grimbeard.
that mine that you were in.
Okay.
I don't know what we're listening to right now. It sounds awesome.
I just thought maybe there would be like a random hole if we walked back.
There might be.
Ken's just thinking here.
Oh,
Right now.
Kenku's not in here, so I can't listen to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Ken's just
Hello,
gonna be like,
Kenku.
so you had these dwarves in their giant city, not too far from this thing,
Uh-huh.
and these dwarves once traded with giants.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a passage that we could find to either open wider, or maybe might be opened already wide enough.
For the airship to get in. I love it.
We can look when we get there.
Yeah. We'll have an aerial view to scout. Unless you know of a map.
It's just like I think you guys would know more about the maps of that area than anyone else.
Well, it's fair to say the topography of that area has changed significantly since we were there.
Yeah. I think we just get there and we find out when we get there. See what's around.
For all we know, the ziggurat is exposed to open air by now. Let's just fly that direction.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Mitte.
All right. So, you are getting in the airship, and then you are going to unload your old ship into your new ship, and then you are flying in the direction of Stern Shield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that, yeah.
Okay. So Kelv and Stan are waiting as you get onto the ship. And as you like get on, Stan runs up to you and he says, "You're back. All right. So I unpacked all of my stuff. I got all of my potions organized, and I set up a desk that I can use to do my work on. It's in the back of the second level, way in the back. I don't think it'll bother anyone. There was a little office there. I cleared off the desk. I set up all of my instruments. So we're ready to go. If you can give me some stuff, I'll make you some potions. Other than that, I brought a few with me. Here you go." And he hands you like 3 different potions. You may need these. They might be helpful. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I'm just really excited. Up on the top, I found some cannons. I loaded them up for you. They're ready to go. You should be aware that there is a parking brake that you need to take off before you start the ship. Kelv yelled at me. I was playing around up there. I just wanted to see what would happen. I hit the start button. I'm very sorry. Also, I claimed one of the beds. I hope you don't mind. It was next to the shop where I set up all my stuff.
Okay,
And
buddy.
this is Sternbag.
Oh,
Yeah,
I noticed
just
there's another
shaking
one of
his
you. Hi, I'm Stan.
Another one of you?
Yeah, he didn't meet you.
Let
he
me
just
back
met
that
the 3 of us.
up. Another of the group. Us? Am I part of the group? Is that why you say
Sorta.
that?
You're on your way. You're doing good.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
doing
my
a great
gosh,
job.
really? Oh, thank you.
Ken's a little skeptical, but he'll warm up to you.
That's okay.
Maybe.
I totally understand, Ken. I'm so sorry. It's nice to meet you. I'm Stan. I'm your biggest fan.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
So, Ken Sternbag here is who we're gonna get more health potions from.
But it's not Sternbag. He's a big kidder.
All right there, Stanley.
That is my full name. Thank you. Yes.
Sternbag is your group name. Okay.
It's a term.
I'm
Name
part of the
that
group?
I've given you.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And he like starts to kind of like stomp his feet in place, and he's like, all right.
I feel like Sternbag and Ken are going to be great friends.
Or they're gonna clash terribly.
Ken's just looking at him, then looking at Maddie, then looking at him, and he just kind of goes, "Another one."
Looked at Maddie.
Yes. Annoying.
Ding.
There's that bell again.
Well, I'm gonna go. Sternbag, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I love the enthusiasm. I need to go find where I'm setting up my bed. It's fine. You claimed a bed. It makes sense.
Oh, I set yours up too, actually. It's over here. Let me show you.
This is great. Let's go.
So he takes you to the back. He shows you real quick. There's like 4 beds, the nicest ones, in the back of the ship. He's set them up, like made the beds and everything. Your stuff isn't there because you have your stuff, but as set up as it can be for each of you. And he says, I also took the liberty of taking a few towels, and I folded them up into little origami shapes for each of you. One that I thought, would complement each of your personalities. There's a water drop for you, Mazzarello.
Thank you.
Yes. Micah, you also have a water drop. And then Maddie, I also made you a water drop. And then Ken, I didn't know if you were going to be coming or not, but just in case, I made you another one, and it's a swan.
Amazing.
Which room is mine?
Right here. We have one big room. Well, you all have one room. I'm off to this side in this other room. I didn't know if you'd want me to be in the room with you guys, or if I should have my own space. So I didn't know that I was part of the group yet.
As he's talking, Ken just walks into the room, grabs a blanket and a pillow, and starts making his way down to the workshop.
Ken likes to sleep at the workshop. Also,
Understood. I'm sorry.
Sperm Dog, you're going to be bunking with me because I believe the fairer folk would prefer to have a room to themselves.
Oh.
I don't sleep.
Secrets.
And he turns and he just stomps his foot and he's like, stupid Stan. It was
Start
so
with
obvious.
bag. No, you are doing wonderful.
No, you're
We
doing
love
great.
you.
You're
Give him a
doing so
bagel.
good, bud.
Am I?
Oz, give him a bagel.
Okay, and I'm like, Meffrey, this is a bagel situation. Just give me an assortment.
Oh, did you stop at the bagel shop?
No, this guy just makes bagels whenever I want them. Here you go.
What?
I would
I know.
also pull out some schmear from the sack.
And you have schmear? This is
Yeah.
incredible. This is the best day of my life. I can't believe I'm here right now.
You're in the big time now, Sternbag.
And he's
just-
like glowing.
As he is freaking out over these bagels, I am going to grab my blanket and pillow and go to another room away from the overly excitable man.
So when Ken heard bagels, he came back, he reaches in, grabs like 3 bagels, then walks off.
I'm just gonna say, don't forget, Ken, any terrible, wonderful designs you have, this place is your canvas. All right.
Ken's like, I don't think I can make a bagel cannon, sorry, and he keeps walking.
Well, Sturm, this is us. I don't, I think I snore, so sorry about that.
That's fine. That's fine. That'll probably help me sleep, if anything.
Oh, good. It's odd. Anyways, let's I'm gonna take my stuff out, get unpacked, like not fully unpacked, just like enough to where anything I might need access to, and then I want to go check out the rest of the ship.
Okay. So he's just kind of standing there, and he says, "Oh, yes, of course. I'll keep going and unpacking my stuff. I'll see if there's anything else I can do around here. Maybe
All
I
right.
can wash the floors or clean the walls." He's just kind of talking to himself as he walks off.
Just don't overdo yourself. You don't want to run out of steam.
He
It's a
doesn't even
marathon,
hear
not a
you.
sprint.
He's in his own thing.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Have fun, buddy. And then I'm gonna wander off, checking out the rest of the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna nap until we get where we are heading.
All right. So Micah goes and takes a nap. Maddie
Sitting in the corner.
sits in the corner. It's like doing what?
Just sitting
Just
there.
rocking back and forth.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Just God things.
Are you just like sitting there looking and into the room, or are you sitting there rocking, staring at the corner,
looking into the
muttering to
room.
yourself?
Maybe playing with the bell. Not dinging the bell though.
Okay. All right. And then Mazzarello, you walk off, and you're going to see Kelv going downstairs, following Ken.
Kel,
Yes.
this is a fine ship, and it
Thank you. And he just
stands
like smacks a part of the wall.
stands a surprisingly good crewman.
Yeah, he's never really seen him like this, but he's a good guy.
Very
A
energetic.
little overbearing, apparently.
That's well. Yeah, I'd rather over attentive to inattentive, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I can't say I'll be like that, but I will do my best.
It's not required. That is just fine.
I understand. I am here to do a job and to see your goals met.
And you want to see a god get shot with this big shiny gun you made.
Well, you did say I could shoot it, so
Yeah, we did.
I
Is there
assume
any-
this is a bad god, correct?
Yes.
I don't want to
I mean-
shoot a good god. I will,
So,
but I don't want to.
in orders of magnitude, we're actually going to kill a demigod. But
I understand. Well,
you understand, if
yes.
it could kill a god, it could kill a demigod.
yeah. Well, that does make sense.
It makes sense.
Could kill an
That's the
ant
way
too.
Yeah, it could kill the planet. Probably. We won't do that.
I don't know if it, I mean, maybe if it's a little bit bigger.
Okay. This is a fine ship. I'm just kind of walking around, looking at it, taking everything in. I'm very impressed with the work.
Thank you.
I just kind of want to look at all the little bits and pieces, maybe check out the command area, and then I'm probably going to want to get some rest before we get there.
That sounds good. Take all the rest you need. I have overheard that we need to go to your sea ship to get some things.
Yes, I would like to. We've got at least one, maybe two. I promise we're not terrible bosses, crewmate. There. What are and any like supplies that we have? I know Ken has a lot of bits and bobs that I would hate for him to leave behind.
Yes, I was actually just going to show him.
By you, going back to the room.
What did you say?
So as you're saying that, Ken happens to be walking by you, looks at you, and keeps walking as he goes back to the room.
Ken, I was actually looking for you.
Ken just like thumbs him up and says, "After your conversation," and he keeps walking.
All right. Well, Mazzarello, we'll pick this up later.
All right.
Feel free to look around. It is, after all, your ship. Ken, how are you finding it?
Ken walks into the room. Good.
Have you found the warehouse yet, or the workshop yet?
Yes. And Ken's like taking a mattress off the bed and starts dragging it.
Let me give you a hand. And he just like lifts it up, puts it over his shoulder, and starts walking down with you. Says, "I'm impressed you're able to find it. I thought I hid it pretty well, but
Ken's like, I got a nose for it.
I understand." And you walk down the stairs across the grate into like the front end of the ship, underneath the cannon, and you hit like a secret lever behind one of the beams on the ship, and it opens this door, which you've already found, and there is a moderately sized workshop in here, outfitted pretty well with all different sorts of tools, tables, workbenches, tools. I said that already.
Hey Jesse, I think you left out tools.
And it's got tools too. Powered and unpowered.
Electrical or magical?
Yes. All right.
Very impressive. Ken's like,
Thank you.
Put the mattress right there under the whatever that thing that's letting off heat is.
Ah, yes, it's a generator. It powers the ship and the cannon, so we need to be careful not to fire the cannon too many times, or the ship could go down. That's one weak spot in the design.
Sounds like room for improvement.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement.
Exactly.
Could actually be the first thing you work on now that you're here.
We'll see.
All right, well, get settled in. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
All right.
Ken puts his hand out.
He reaches out, shakes your hand.
Ken nods as he does.
And then Mazzarella, you're heading up to, where are you going?
I was just I was gonna just look at how the ship's controlled and then go rest.
Okay.
So
the ship is controlled from the top. There is like a large instrument panel. So it looks like the top of a normal like galley, right? So you go up the stairs, around the sides, and then there's like the command area with the big ship wheel. But in this instance, there is the big blimps above you are encased in like bands of metal flying over you instead of your standard, sails, still tied down with rope. But in this case, there's a large instrument panel in front of the steering wheel, so you could see like pressure gauges and like meters and all different kinds of readouts for like the pressure in the different blimps or balloons, and like the energy in the ship itself, and that is where it's controlled from. There's also little like levers and things for, you know, different directions and height and that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like, having a seafaring background, just marvel at it and like, you know, just notice all the ways it's similar to a seafaring vessel and all the ways it's different.
Yeah,
and
you're
then
able to put most of it together through your seafaring experience, but this is still pretty, like, a lot of it's pretty foreign to you. You know generally what it is because of your experience, though.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna go back to the room, and hopefully be able to get some rest without, you know, getting my ear talked off by our very enthusiastic intern.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that.
So the sun is setting.
Where
now,
is Jim staying? Jim, John, I forgot his name now already.
Stan?
No, Krez?
Hell.
Kelv?
Kel.
He's just staying in one of the beds.
Yeah, with Mozzarella and the talkative guy.
Yeah. They're kind
And
of
the
open.
Centaur.
And the what?
Centaur's got to sleep somewhere as well.
True.
Or Minotaur.
So we had the centaur, who's a dude, and then we had someone else too.
Yeah, there's a centaur or a minotaur and a human mercenary who were with your other ship. And because I can't remember what their names are, I've decided to give them new names. So you would know them as Mekon and Savannah.
All right.
So Savannah's gonna go stay with Motion and Darth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't have them yet. You're still in the hangar. So as you are all kind of like going into your rooms through the different portholes or off the deck of the ship, you can see the sun is just starting to set outside. The hangar doors are now open. So you could fly out whenever you wanted to. But like in the back is the sun setting over the edge of the hangar and just kind of beaming in the last little bits of twilight as you go back to your rooms. Obviously Motion or Maddie doesn't really need to sleep, but Micah's already asleep. Mozzarella, you're just starting to drift off when you hear Stan say, hey Mozzarella,
What's up, Sternbag?
what do you think happens when we die?
Well, I think that we enter a kaleidoscope realm and we're tossed around against eternal winds until our souls get beaten up enough to enter a new mortal body.
Wow. That sounds pretty fun.
Sounds
Unless
great,
you die
doesn't it?
around me.
As long as you guys are there with me. That'd
Can
be
you just,
great.
hey, Sternbeck, can you just do me a favor though? Just whatever you do, try not to die near Micah.
I'm gonna try not to die at all, but you know.
But if you have to die, because I'm just saying, we are going on a god-killing mission. Any one of us could die.
No,
Right.
I get it.
Just try to be 200 to 300 meters away from Micah.
All right, that's oddly specific.
So as that conversation
Let's try.
ends, Ken's walking into your room. Hey, Mozzarella,
What's up?
we gotta stop by Dumpstead.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Let's
gotta
go.
grab my cousin. I need his assistance when we before we leave.
Yeah, let's absolutely do it. We should probably all say goodbye to your mom again as well.
Ken, like, you guys can do that because she's gonna beat me up.
Well, she does have our bunnies, and I would like to say goodbye to Pecorino, just in case we don't come back.
All right. And then, Ken, I assume you're going back to your workshop to sleep?
Ken just stops, smiles at Mauser. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I hope you guys have a really fun evening getting to know each other better. And he looks over at Stanley and just goes, Stanley, don't be afraid to ask Mazzarella any questions you have, and he leaves.
Stan, he's afraid to tell you, but Ken really likes you.
I thought he did.
You know, earlier I was talking to Kelv and Ken was complimenting you, and he said he hopes that he can like take you under his wing and teach you engineering.
Really?
Yeah, he thought you would make a really good engineer, and he's
Wow. You know, I always thought about getting into engineering.
Yeah. So
My dad always pushed me into potions, but engineering just seems so much more fun.
I mean, and I'm telling you, Ken is the best around besides Maggie. He may even be better than Maggie.
No.
So, yeah, you might want to.
I mean, I thought that, but I wasn't sure if it was.
Stick to him like glue. You know what I mean?
Oh, all right. Do you mind if I go talk to?
No, you know what? I'm here if you want to ask me any questions. You know, I know a lot about water and water.
Well, actually, you know, maybe we should talk then, because I'm going to be making you guys some potions, and
Sure.
water is a big ingredient in potions.
Yeah, that's what I know a lot about.
Let's get into the chemical makeup of the water that you're using, because really the water that you put into the potion makes a huge difference when you take the type of ingredients. You know, if the water's like too hard or too soft, it could really make a big difference in the outcome of the potion and like quality of the, especially with like a healing potion. If you have hard water, it's actually way better for the healing potions. So you really need like really hard water to get to like the higher levels of healing potions. You know, the level 7 healing potions that I gave you guys. I actually had to infuse more metals into those things.
Jesse,
Yes.
Level 6.
where Sternbag is talking, is it close to the room that I am in?
Yeah. You share a wall.
Micah is going to yell through the wall, please shut up.
Later we can talk about, because when we're talking about the hardness of your water, we need to get into the nitty gritty of your calcium and magnesium concentration.
Yeah.
and
Don't forget
parts
about copper.
per million and parts per billion. Copper as well. Maddie's just in the corner watching.
Oh no, we're getting into work cheese. Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you right now from experience that if you don't shut up right now, your life will be in danger from Micah.
So he looks like horrified. He's like, do you think she was talking to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. And he just knocks on the wall. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look at everything's fine. You're not in danger yet. But
Oh no.
we're all great people. She's great, but she'll kill you.
Mm.
But she doesn't want to, but she will.
You just see him kind of like nodding, and then he puts his head down on his pillow and pulls the sheet up over his head very slowly. Every once in a while, you hear this whimpering from under the sheets.
It's fine. I'm just gonna. It's okay. It's okay. You're
Is
doing
everybody
great,
laying
buddy.
down?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down.
You just hear a ding. One ding.
God damn it, Maddie.
Look, if you hear
And that's
any
why
other
we had to go
dings,
get a new Maddie.
If you hear any other dings, it's definitely not Ken's fault.
The slow, methodical dinging of a hammer from downstairs. All right. So you all get a long rest.
Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna take a real rest with that long rest. I need
Okay.
to use the
I
rest.
still get a long rest if I don't sleep.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't need to sleep, but long rest is just a period of 6 hours of downtime. So
Okay.
Technically, elves don't sleep either. I think they just meditate for 4 hours.
That's fair.
So yeah. And you're better
You can
than
call
one of
this
that.
meditating. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So, stunningly, I don't need to take a rest myself. So, let's take a second here to say thank you to Anonymous for the 2 gifted subs for Darth and for Aaron. And we have a minute here. Does anyone have any questions about the campaign so far?
I do.
Okay, let's go.
Did Maddie's pestle and mortar blow up in the whole event?
That's a very good question.
I felt the answer was yes, because she like lost everything or something.
You still have like your weapons and stuff.
I don't have the Rotwood staff. I remember that
I
went bye-bye.
I came up with an answer to that, and then we never discussed it, and it's been so long that I forgot. So I'm gonna go with my gut feeling of what the answer I thought of was, which is, it incorporated itself into your being, so you can summon it back.
So can I just like hover?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm hovering in the corner.
You can use the abilities of the item without having the item.
I'm just hovering in the corner then. All right, that's fair. Cool.
Like you don't also you still don't have your staff either. Also, I meant to give you a recap of like what's been happening in the forest, because Maddie proper could feel that and would be part of that. So this is perfect timing for Cheese being gone and taking a quick break. So with the threat dealt with in the forest, you, Maddie / Leaves, have begun the process of like revitalizing the forest. So how would you go about doing that? Like, what is going on in the forest right now? How would you be kind of regrowing and resculpting it, I guess is the question. You can have whatever you want happening here.
All the trees replaced by great things of mushrooms.
Maddie would start with the area, obviously, like closest to ground zero there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the mushroom would just be like pulsating through the ground. Because so when, when mushrooms go to like repopulate, and when trees go to like repopulate and stuff, they use like their roots as like a communication system.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use the fungi to like as like neurotransmitters.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a documentary. It was really cool. I think it's on Netflix if y'all want to watch it. So it's just kind of like this underground like web system of just like a brain underground, really.
That's why you have control over the whole forest.
Yeah. So she's using the mushroom to reach out to the surrounding trees that are still standing to spawn their little, new spawns around the mushroom to regrow all that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
And Menry's just, doing perimeter check to make sure everybody's chill and no bad guys are coming in.
Now you can also you don't have to do the long road here. You can also raise your own group of tree ants if you wanted to kind of help tend the area.
Done.
All right.
5 of them.
All right. So you've created 5 tree ants that are living around the mushroom, tending to that area, helping to regrow the trees, making sure, the seeds fall in like favorable areas, and helping to regrow the forest. So, of course, there is a much expedited regrowth because you are the goddess of, nature. And all right, so that's how that's going.
I got 2 more things.
Okay.
They're also building a dock for Mazzarella's boat.
Okay. Oh, like
And-
a airship dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just like a port for, his houseboat and whatever boats, all the boats.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
then they're molding the earth into like a man-made cave for Micah, assuming that she just wants to go like, sit in the dark.
Hell yeah.
And then a little burrow for Ken.
Engineering
That's not-
burrow.
Yeah.
So you've got your
Well,
own little
there's no like. He's got to bring all the non organic material.
I love that you have like your own little headquarters in the center of the forest now.
Sick.
All right.
Yeah. Just setting it up for all our friends.
Okay. And with that, we'll get back to it. So you guys wake up, you get everything ready, and you fly the airship down to Ken's ship. And with the help of Mekon and Savannah and Kelv and Stan, you take everything off of the old ship, you set it all up on the new one. The shop, or the workshop, I should say, is more advanced now and bigger than it was on the other ship. And Ken, you would also take some time. It's probably going to take most of this day, but you take all of the like hyper advanced technology out of that one, and with Kelv's help, you're able to kind of build it into this ship.
Yeah.
While they are doing this, I'm going to try and pray again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your D100. Looking for a 5 or lower.
42.
No dice.
Well, 2 dice.
It
but-
is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, though.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's
That
true.
should count.
You got the answer. You prayed and you got the answer. I can't believe I missed that. Anyway. All right. So, what else would you like to do?
I got nothing.
I say let's ski daddle.
All right.
Let's
I mean, you guys could have probably have gone and bought some ingredients needed to make more potions.
Well, that's why we have Stan.
You got-
Stan is
Stan brought stuff.
He packed a very big
I thought
backpack.
you said we need to give him the ingredients. All right.
He said bring me the ingredients, but he brought ingredients.
All right.
Well, I also think that Stan has a stockpile, and it's not, at least that's what he said. And then anything we come across in the field, we can bring to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
All
kind of
right.
what I was
Makes
getting
sense.
at.
All right, cool.
Oh, okay.
I did say, I mean, Patter, you are correct. I did say bring him the stuff and he'll make them. But he also brought stuff. So he won't be able to make the highest quality potions. He could make potions, but if you bring him stuff, he can make you better ones.
All right. Let's head to Dumpstead.
All right. So, Mazzarello, you head up to the top, and whoever else wants to go, you all head up to the top of the ship. Kelv is there. He's going to kind of walk you through the startup process. You have to, insert a key, twist it, and then you hear the ship go like, and then it starts up. And you see all the dials kind of start to adjust. And he runs through like a checklist. So he's flipping through like pages. He's like, okay, pressure looks good. Fuel is good. Backboard
Other
air
ship
pressure is good.
things. Good.
So he goes through this checklist, and he turns to you and he says, "All right, everything is good to go.
Let's go. Take her out. Engage.
Do you want me to fly it?
I mean, I don't know. Ken, do you want to fly it?
What? Shouldn't you fly it?
Okay. So I'm gonna take it out.
All right, this one controls your altitude, and this one controls forward and backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes through all the controls and how to maneuver the ship properly. This one is the anchor.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're all different, like various levers, like forward, back, neutral. And with that, you guys take up out of the ocean and you start flying for Dumpstead.
Yep, and it's gonna be like a person like learning stick shift at first. It's gonna be like, but in the air. And then
Ken, are you up here or are you down in your workshop?
Who? Me?
You, yeah.
No, I was about to say, Ken starts walking away from this little meeting, and as he does that, Mazra like stops suddenly, and Ken just like falls down a set of stairs.
Sorry, Ken.
All of you kind of like get shuffled and banged around. And then
I'm learning.
you go up a little bit and you go over to Dumpstead.
I'm gonna slap a sticker on the back that says student driver.
Please be patient. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try and park it like by Ken's house, but maybe nick a shingle or something on accident.
Okay. So you float down by the level of the water, so you can just kind of like walk off of the bottom of the ship onto the dock in the back of Ken's workshop.
Mm-hmm.
And you go into Ken's house. As you start to walk in, you hear, "Who is this that parked a ship in the back of my workshop?"
Ken's mom's name was Mary, right?
Yep.
Mary, it's us. Hi, hello. We just wanted to see the glow buns before we head off. We, not Ken. Ken's perfect. He's safe. Everything's fine. Before we head off to certain death. Ken's with us, but he's not heading off to certain death.
If he's with you, it stands to reason that you're all heading off to certain death. And she's like starts to take her slipper off.
No. It's.
I don't want to have to use this on you, Mazzarello.
It's a special, different thing.
So as this is happening, Ken's gonna try to sneak by to go find Milo.
Ken, stealth check. Mazzarello, persuasion check.
I was hoping for the one.
Oh no.
You both fail. So she takes the slipper off and she says, no, you keep my caddy safe. Or my munch safe. And then like she's smacking you. And then she points over at Ken trying to sneak by. And she's like, don't you think you're going anywhere, young man?
Ken starts running.
Get back here. And then she takes her other slipper off and she throws it at you like a ninja star. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Roll.
You just kind of like, you hop up in the air.
I'm using my inspiration. Hang on.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. I mean, a 21 was fine anyway, but sure. So you hop up in the air and you smack it down with your hand as you jump over it, and you're like, you just head off down the hallway.
No. I rolled a 5. I used my inspiration to reroll.
He wants to get hit by this slipper.
Oh. I thought you added that. Okay.
No.
So you go to do that, and then you try to smack it, but you miss, and then it ends up like hitting you in the inner thigh, which hurts, and you kind of fall over and roll and tumble down the hallway. That'll teach you to run away from your mother.
Yeah, you should go. I'm like getting hit. Like you should go deal with him.
And as that happens, she starts to like hop off towards Ken. But as you think you're safe, you look up and then just get a slipper right in the face.
I deserve that.
All right, so what are you doing? What are the rest
Ken
of you
runs
doing?
off to find Milo.
Okay.
Micah just walked into the kitchen and sat down at the table.
Okay. There is obviously stew cooking. What is Maddie doing?
I think Maddie's just with Micah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to the end of the pier where I went before that I prayed to Dawn, where I actually talked to Dawn, and just kind of like reflect on what we're gonna be doing and like my original conversation with Dawn. And just like all of this is happening very fast, but Mozzarella is still concerned about like what's going on with the Lord of Souls and whether or not they're really going to be able to succeed.
Okay. I'll give you an inspiration for your reflection. Ken, you scramble down the hallway. Micah and Maddie, you just kind of walk in like, okay, whatever. And you walk and sit down in the kitchen.
Do I see the glow buns anywhere?
Roll investigation.
Okay.
They're in the stew. No,
She's not a cannibal.
I know I'm joking.
I know you're joking. No, you don't see him anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, so she chases Ken into Ken's old workshop. And you see Milo in there working on some like arm repairs. And he says, "Oh, hey Ken, welcome back."
Ken runs up. I don't have much time. I'm about to die. But get your stuff and get on
Your
the ship
what?
that's behind. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it after. Get your stuff. Get on the ship that's behind us.
What?
I need your assistance.
As you're saying this, you're getting smacked in the back of the head repeatedly with a slipper. You are not taking your cousin with you on this trip. You're not even going on this trip, Ken.
No. We're going, and he's helping me. I need his help to get this thing to where we need it. Otherwise, everyone's gonna die.
So she's gonna say, excuse me. So without like really skipping a beat, she's like, "That's fine for them. You're not going, and you're not going. You keep working on that arm. You go help your cousin."
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
I am your mother.
You are. I love you, but no.
Roll persuasion.
Boom. 14 for
right.
17.
So after a minute, she just kind of slows down and just, you could tell the heart's not in the slapping anymore. And she's like, "I know you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. All right, fine, Ken. At least have some stew before you leave."
Of course.
So she stares daggers at Milo and walks back to the kitchen. And she says, "At least two of you are polite." And gets a few bowls of stew ready and puts them out on the table. And goes to bring the other two back to Ken and Milo in the workshop.
Micah will eat her stew, politely and quietly, avoiding the wrath of Mary.
All right.
When Mary walks back, Ken's just talking about the airship and stuff.
Milo is
To him.
like hanging on every word, and he's like, you could tell he is just so excited. Yeah. All right. So what do you need me for?
You're gonna help me make improvements.
What are we doing?
Improving the engine and other things. You'll see.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, grab your stuff.
All right.
Well, I guess we got to eat first, but
No, it's fine. And he just like he reaches under the counter or under the workbench, grabs a bag and slings it over his shoulder. He's like, "Not right now, Mary. Thanks." And he just hops out towards the airship.
and just starts laughing.
Poor
Oh.
Mary.
It's just funny, huh? And then for a good measure, she just smacks you one more time with a slipper.
How do you hit me with that slipper when you got 2 bowls of soup in your hand?
It's in her mouth.
She like ninja flipped it up from her foot and grabbed it in her mouth.
And then like tossed it at you.
Mary is a woman of many talents.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly slipper throwing.
She trained with the lady from Kung Fu Hustle. All right. So, back on the ship. So you guys are going back out to the ship. Mary's going to come back into the kitchen. And she says to the two of you, I kept those glow buns safe for you, by the way.
Oh, I would like to take out Trash Can, who I have had with us this entire time, and leave him with Mary at this point. I'm sorry, but he would like to be with his friends.
I understand. And then you can see her getting like a little choked up. She picks him up, walks outside with him.
I would like to say, by the way, that Trash Can looks fucking rough. He is not the cute, fluffy little guy we picked up 2 arcs ago.
Got patches of hair missing.
He's got an eye patch, like...
Got a pierced ear. He smokes now.
Yeah, he's had a rough time.
Emotional shock.
Gonna go to the other glow bun. Say, hey, kids, have you ever heard about PTSD?
Poor Trash Can.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, Micah's good to go.
Okay. So back on the ship, Ken and Milo are doing stuff. So what are you having Milo do with you?
Oh, improving the generator, improving the weapons.
Oh, those are some great ideas, Ken. All right. So, well, it looks like there's some inefficiencies in the types of pipes that are used here. Maybe if we used a slightly smaller pipe, it would help direct the flow of whatever this stuff is.
Ken's like, I don't recommend drinking it. Something tells me we'll lose our fur if we did.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, Ken's just gonna work with him on improving the ship.
All right. So other than like improving the generator and the engines and stuff.
And Ken's gonna send Stanley to go get stew from his mother.
Okay.
And the other guy, and the Minotaur, and anyone else on the ship.
Okay. They all head in. They get some stew.
Mozzarella's gonna try and sneak in behind all of them and get some.
Okay. The rest of you outside would just hear a Ken as like this group of people just starts filing into the kitchen.
She does that.
All right. So, back on the ship, we've all got stew. Ken and Milo are working on upgrades. Mikan and Savannah are like getting their weapons polished and sharpened and testing their gear and stuff. Stan is following any one of you around that doesn't get mad at him and telling you about how great you are. And Kelv is kind of standing back behind Ken and Milo, observing and offering some pointers, or not pointers, but like
I figured he'd be helping.
Yeah, he's helping, but he's also kind of like giving you information on like why he did certain things and what does what and all that kind of stuff.
Ken goes,
Don't
okay,
cut that
that
wire.
rips like piping out of the wall.
When the ship crashes.
No, probably is like you guys are probably about to eat the stew and it, like dips for like an inch for a second all of a sudden.
So mozzarella was at the top of a staircase with a bowl of stew when that happened, and he fell down the stairs.
Micah was like mid-bite and gets a spoon to the back of the throat.
Okay. So we'll assume this all goes on for a bit. You guys get some sleep. And then at the dawn of the next day, what would you like to do?
Mozzarella prays.
Yep, I'm gonna pray again.
Ken's gonna go see his mother before they head out.
All right.
And I can't assist him.
No, you can't assist with the praying.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes.
Micah's just gonna be standing on the top of the ship, like watching where we're going.
Okay. Ken, would you like to go through that transaction with your with Mary, or are you just?
He's going to go say bye, then he's like, I missed my sisters again, didn't I?
Yes. So more reason to not die. Make it back here.
That's the plan. And he like hugs her, kisses her on the cheek, and says, "Don't worry, I'll see you later." In one form or another. And he waves by.
What does that mean?
And he just hops off.
It better be this form.
Poor Mary.
Stay with your
That woman's-
cousin.
That woman's blood pressure has got to be through the roof.
All right. And with that, you take off.
It's a goal.
What was Motion doing?
Sitting in the corner
Minding
again.
her business.
Okay. So you guys take off and you fly basically just west over the forest, up over the mountain range that kind of encapsulates Stern Shield, and finally back into Stern Shield. So it's quite the mountain range. It's very high, wide, but you kind of hit the peak, and then it starts going back down, and you start to see from this height that the crater of Stern Shield, and none of you have ever really realized that this is in fact a crater, and that's why it is the way it is. The mountains kind of stick outwards and all that kind of stuff. And you start to fly back towards the area where you emerged from the dwarf city, and logically, closest to where the ziggurat would be, which is along the center portion, where Stern Shield Keep is. You notice that there are like large patrols of undead moving. In fact, let's change the music here. That sounds good. So you notice there are large like groups of undead patrolling the area, and some of the little settlements between towns have been run down. The roads are kind of left and like starting to get overgrown a bit. The area just looks rough. And I should say the patrols of undead are like groups of undead caravans moving things back and forth between the towns.
Y'all want to do a bombing run? No? Okay. All right.
Ken's downstairs in his workshop.
I'm sorry, I got distracted for a second. Do we have bombs?
I don't know, Kelv, do we have bombs?
Bombs we do not have. I did not build any yet. We have cannon, plenty of ammunition.
What can
Bombing
we
run may be
use?
tough.
Do I
can we-
still have those exploding beans?
Acorns?
Yeah,
Or pine cones, I mean?
pine cones.
Yes, you do.
How many?
And it's a pretty good explosion, right? Like it's.
Mhm.
It's decent.
How many do I have?
You can just make them out of your...
Oh, that's
Arms.
right.
Yeah.
Well, does Maddie want to do a bombing run?
Sure.
All right. So you guys, Mozzarella, you've gotten a pretty good command of the ship at this point. You start a pattern of just kind of like swooping around slowly. Kelv is relaying instructions up from you from the lower deck. Ken, you've fashioned like a phone system into the lower decks so that you have like an intercom almost that goes from the lower to the upper. And you're relaying directions, coordinates. And so, Mozzarella, you're kind of like circling around this group of undead skeletons. While Maddie, you are producing pine cones and just like either throwing them yourself or tossing them to other people. And you're all throwing these pine cones down and bombing this group of skeletons. So after a little bit, the like cluster bombs of pine cones take out the majority of these the skeletons and destroy this caravan.
That was cathartic.
They never
Alright.
expect an attack from above.
That's right.
Is there anything
Skeletons
else in
can't
the
look up.
area?
In this specific area, no.
Ken's like, do you guys want to swoop down and see what they were caravanning?
Maybe we should do a quick. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to leave the ship up here. Whoever wants to go do a quick investigation, jump on the floating ice platform. We'll magneto down.
I would go down there and investigate real quick.
Okay.
I'll go down too.
Yeah. Ken will join.
So you guys magneto your way down.
And as Stanley starts walking over, Ken pushes him back on the ship. No.
Okay. All right. I understand. I'll be here when you get back, though. Make sure you're careful down there. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll toss something down for you.
If any one of us looks dead, just throw a potion at our bodies.
You got it.
All right, thank you.
I'll get them ready right now, just in case. But not that I think you would, because you guys are great, and I'm sure you'll be fine.
Let's go.
While he's talking, I'm just slowly like lowering until he can't see my eyes over the like railing of the ship anymore.
All right, so you guys get down there. They are carrying. It's a caravan of different carts of just building supplies. Like they have bricks, mostly large clay bricks, and they were bringing them west.
All right.
I don't think we have a use for these unless there was any ferric in that clay. There could be.
I was gonna say, is there anything special about these clay bricks?
Yeah, they just look like clay bricks.
Can I break
Alright.
one open?
Sure. How you doing that?
You want a pine cone?
Are you skilled in karate, or are you gonna get like a hammer or a pine cone?
I was just thinking, like, pick it up and throw it against a rock that's probably on the side of the road.
Okay. They're bricks.
Okay. Just make sure they're not like, smuggling anything in.
Nope.
No,
I mean, they're already in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody want to look at anything else, or are we magnetoing back up?
Nothing else catches our eye, Jesse?
No.
I'm good to go then.
All right,
Good to
then I
go.
just lift us
Okay.
back up.
Alrighty. So back on the ship. Where are you gonna go?
Bricks into the west. What in the
I think we're
west?
gonna go west.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the whole point is we're looking for an opening big enough for the ship to get to the ziggurat, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can. If we can't find an opening, then we're just gonna go near the ziggurat and bombard until the earth gives way.
So where
Or
are
at
we
least
at
that's my
right now
plan.
in Storm Shield?
I was just gonna bring up the map.
Alright.
If I can find it. Stern Shield map. That should do it. Okay, looking at this map, you guys are you are just west of this area of the Dark Pine Forest.
Okay, so between that forest and Stern Shield.
Yeah, like east of the road.
Okay.
So Ken kind of goes, you guys are native to this area, so what's west of where we're at here? And he like points at the general random four. Where were they coming from anyways?
Well,
West of here is Stern Shield.
So they were
Yeah.
coming from like the mountain range or the Dark Pine Forest, or were they coming like trying to better
Maybe.
understand it?
maybe from Lakeside.
Yeah.
We're from Lakeside, right? Or are we from Fallhaven?
You're from Lakeside. We never went to
Yeah, I
Fallhaven.
thought.
Are you guys big clay producers down there?
Not that I could remember, but there's plenty of water, so there could have been clay. Would I know that?
Yeah, you would know that.
Yeah.
Let's go west. You said west is what was it?
That's where Stern Shield Keep was. That was the main keep. That's where the noble of this area lived. The Baron. He was a Baron,
Yeah.
I think. But it was overtaken the last we saw, and I'm assuming maybe that is where they're making a new base camp
Go
or a
check
new
it out.
castle. Yeah, I think we should.
What if they're
Head
making
that
a new
way.
ziggurat up here? I'm not sure.
Where
if
did
can
we-
do that, though.
When we came up and out from down below, where did we pop up at? That was closer to Dead End, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Is the ziggurat like directly beneath Stern Shield Keep?
Find
That
out.
wouldn't make sense. All right.
I mean, it
We came out
would.
south of Deadham, if I remember correctly, and traveled to Deadham because it was the closest city. And this isn't Ken talking. This is, of course, me talking out of character. And then we had where we found the ziggurat. We still had to travel far away to find a way out.
Okay. All right. So maybe it is directly beneath Stern Shield Keep. Well, we could go bombard the keep, and maybe we'll.
Right, so we're gonna go over the keep. Check
I think
out
we
that
should
area.
do a scouting run. I don't think we should fly directly over it, just in case.
So we're gonna go a distance away.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say, do we go back towards Deadham, towards where we came out at, and see if we can fit in that way?
We could do that. I don't remember. Well, didn't the way collapse? Because isn't that how?
Oh, that was at the city where Mwanza
Mwanza-
got hurt.
Yeah, Mwanza lost his arm.
That was the city exit.
Okay. Yeah, we can go see if there's an opening big enough for the airship where we popped out from
So-
the ziggurat.
We'll go long distance past Storm Shield Keep on the way up to Dead Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, like, did any of you guys ever go to the Storm Shield Keep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Maddie
gonna say,
did.
I think we were there for a minute.
Yep.
I think Maddie went there with Menry.
How impressive was it compared to Archmagi? Well, I forgot the name of the capital city. Not as impressive, right?
No.
I'll bring that back up again.
Now I got it double.
All right.
Double it and pass it on to the next guy.
So what's our plan here?
To go long distance or past the keep on the way up to Dead Hand. So to see what.
I think we can sort of. I mean, if we're right outside of like the forest on the other side of those mountains, we could probably fly close enough to see Stern Shield on our way to Deadham. So
Yep.
just to
Yeah,
get
we're
a
mostly
aerial
just-
view of what's going on.
We're mostly looking for, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, where when we came up from underground, we're looking for that exit.
Yes,
right.
to see if it's big enough for the ship to fit in.
So you start flying west towards Stern Shield Keep. And as you get to like the area around where that road would lead up into Stern Shield Keep, you find the abandoned castle that you emerged near. That remains undisturbed. However, you do see a lot of smoke rising up from over the mountain.
That's probably not good.
From Stern Shield Keep area.
Yeah.
Ken's like,
Okay.
let's go towards the peak of the mountain and see what's going on. Ken like pulls out a spyglass.
I'm fine with that because I don't see a really big opening to get underground with our ship. Or should I do a check?
No, you don't need to check. You would notice an opening the size of an airship, I think.
Yeah. So I don't see one.
No.
Okay. Well, let's go. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go see the smoke.
All right. So you fly up over the mountain, and immediately, not hard to see what is going on here. So there were 2 lakes on either side of Stern Shield Keep that flowed through here. Stern Shield Keep was on an island in the middle of them. That island is gone. The lakes are gone. There is a hole in the middle there, with this ominous black keep rising up from the side, from like the right-hand side where one of those lakes used to be. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the left-hand side, the west side. There is a keep rising up from where that lake used to flow down towards like Gorebelly Vale and Fallhaven, with a dam that's holding the water back there, but the rest of it has caved in because there's a gaping hole in the ground that leads down directly under where Stern Shield Keep was, is that ziggurat glowing, but the glow around it is flickering and kind of starting to dissipate.
Ken just kind of goes, you guys have been worried about having a hole. You guys had one here this whole time and didn't realize it?
That's a new hole, Ken.
Oh. I'm about to
New
say,
hole. Bad hole. That's a bad hole.
You guys are telling me your keep wasn't cool, but I was gonna say that was pretty cool looking at it coming at the side there, but okay.
Also a new keep. Bad keep. Part of me wants to shoot the railgun at the base of that keep just to see what happens. But also, I feel like that's really gonna get Bane's attention, so maybe we don't do that.
Well, we're waiting for the combined army to march right now, aren't we? We're kind of scouting. Don't we got to figure out where they're showing up from? Hang on. Do we even know where that portal was coming from? Did they tell us?
Which portal? The Fate portal?
Yeah. Do we know where that is?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that's where we're going to have to meet up with them to tell them what's going on.
I don't
Did
think
they
we ever
tell-
planned to meet up. I think it was just you're gonna come out here and create a distraction. And
Yeah.
we're gonna go in.
Oh, okay. So we're waiting for the distraction to start.
You can communicate directly with Maggie through the ship. Don't forget. And
Oh, yeah.
Maggie can communicate directly with the Fae Queen.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to ask Maggie if she was a god.
You should start off the conversation with that.
Probably not really important right now.
You should totally ask her, though.
At some point.
I probably just figure out, how close are you to getting here? Because we're here.
Yep. So I guess then I will speak to Maggie using the ship's communication.
She likes you. I assumed you would talk to her.
All right.
Well, I
Ken,
thought
you're
Ken
going to
was
have
her
to fire
favorite.
that up.
Oh, but you're the Lord.
I mean, it sounds like that could change pretty quick. The Mortal Kombat's going on right as we speak.
Yeah, but you got to fight the champion at the end, I thought.
That's true.
First, we gotta live.
You're gonna live through the campaign, kill Bane. Everyone's gonna cheer. Then you're gonna have to go fight in the Mortal Kombat and die.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fatality.
All right. So Ken, you fire up the machine, and you hear Maggie.
Ken,
Maggie.
are you ready? Where are you?
Above a giant hole in the ground that will fit the airship.
Coordinates, Ken.
Oh, middle of the crater.
Understood.
Above stern shield.
If
Perfect.
you have a really old map, it's where the keep once was, I guess.
Understood. We will come in around the keep. What is the situation like?
Undead, lots of black smoke.
I didn't mention
giant hole in the
stupidly.
ground.
So this area, imagine like Isengard in Lord of the Rings, right? There are undead all over the area, like working like the orcs at Isengard. There's just like this gaping hole. There's other little holes that lead into this thing. The clay that they were bringing up here, the clay bricks, is being used to construct both this keep.
Damn it, jeez.
What?
Nothing.
He's and I sent the same GIF in 2 different places, and it's very funny to me.
You said, yep, okay. I knew that's exactly where you're going with that. They're sending the Maddie to Isengard. Okay, so yeah, they're kind of constructing like this undead citadel around here. Like they have the keep, they have different structures that they're building up out of these bricks that they're bringing up, and then also there is like a stone or clay, I guess, pathway that leads down into the cave that they've built up around one of these big openings.
That's what the clay was for.
Wait, what were they doing with the clay? My head did not process that, sorry.
Making a path.
Oh, okay. So Ken reports all that.
Okay, so Maddie's gonna say,
Perfect. We and the Fae are ready to open portals to your area.
All right.
Let us know when you're ready.
Operate order 66.
Execute Order 66.
I don't have that music. Okay.
Shame.
I know. All right. So, as you say that, you see these like green portals start to open up around the area of like the just blackened crater that was Sternshield Keep. And Fae and automatons start to come out en masse, fighting the undead, securing the area. As like more and more portals start to open, you see more of these Fae creatures, like either little sprites or elves coming out, shooting, like you see bows, arrows flying across and hitting like zombies and ghouls and skeletons. They're just falling in mass, starting to realize what's going on. They're beginning to form like a shield wall and moving in, which is when you see like druids start to throw like big boulders and things at them and break the ranks. So there is an epic battle that's starting right below your ship. The cannon is primed and ready.
Nice.
And we're going to leave it there and come back. Not next week, but probably the following week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Kelv's finger is on the button.
We're like 2 minutes to midnight here. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
We're all
Feeling
gonna
ready?
die.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good.
You know what's gonna happen if Ken dies, right, Mazzarello?
I'm gonna die because Mary's gonna kill me.
Even if you die, Ken's mother will find a way to resurrect you just to kill you.
Yeah. Rather than
She'll
using
become
that
a
technology
necromancer.
to bring you back. That checks out. That makes sense.
She'll
She's
find
a
way
being
to
of
revive
pure
your
anger
soul
now.
from being a coin.
She's gonna toss her slipper into the kaleidoscope realm.
She'll be the D&D world's first slipper elemental.
Yep.
Gosh. The god of slippers she'll become.
All right. That would be pretty funny. The slipper god. All right. Well, on that note, I hope everybody had a good time tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I'm looking forward to the next episode, seeing how this all plays out.
One way or another, we're nuking the place.
Of course. Things are gonna explode. People, party members are gonna go down probably. Maybe some demigods are gonna go down too. It's gonna be completely crazy, complete chaos. You don't want to miss this episode because
Find out next time.
it might be the finale. All right. So I forget, we did a great sign off last time and I completely forgot how we did it. So I'm just gonna, I think I went through and I said everything. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna say, you can find me, myself, mostly just not a whole lot of places anymore. Maybe Instagram, probably Discord. Cheese, Powder, Darth, anywhere special that we can find you guys.
Dex.
Quiddis. At Cheese the Unholy. Or unholy_cheese. Oops.
Darth, where are you at?
Probably just in Discord.
All right. And you can find, because none of us do any streaming anymore, but you can find Motion still streaming on Motion Chickness or on the Twitter or the Discord or Motion's Discord. So please check out Motion. Thank you, Cheese. And we will be back. Keep your eye on the Discord for our triumphant final showdown. It's gonna be good.
Bum bum bum.
All right.
It's gonna be great.
We could shoot the bell at him.
Oh my God, you could.
You just hear like a bing.
I was gonna
That'll
say, we
be-
need to shoot it so that the top part like hits him in the forehead, so it just goes ding.
He's gonna have a big villain monologue and then just bing, and then his head explodes. Fade to black. We're done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know that what we're doing first things first on 2 Thursdays from now.
All right. Have a great night, everybody. Great weekend.
No, you-
Holiday weekend in the U.S. I think, or is that? I don't know.
Yep.
It might
Yeah.
be elsewhere
Labor Day.
too.
3-day weekend.
I don't know.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
The
We'll,
day labor doesn't get off.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
But your other bosses do.
I have
Yay.
Labor Day off.
I do too.
I
I
also
also
do.
have Labor Day.
Yeah, I think
But a lot of people who work hard don't get it off.
No, they don't.
ridiculous. The hardest working
people-
people don't get it
I was gonna say I don't work hard,
holidays.
so I get that day off.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
up. All
I
right,
answer phones.
we're signing off. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.